Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who subscribed and decided to follow along with the build. For those of you who follow me on Instagram and shared the video, watched it, liked it, left your feedback, I really appreciate it. On the topic of this bumper though, as mentioned before, this bumper is not the correct one for this chassis. So I got in touch with the owner of the vehicle who purchased it from, and I got access to the original bumper and the original filler piece that came on the vehicle. So it does have some damage on this side, where the car got hit, but I still wanted to install it just to kind of see how it matched up, to give me a better idea of what might be happening with the front end here, because as you can see right here, it's being pushed up. I still think that it might be this bar here for the T-bar. I still think it might be the upright that's causing some issues, but I just want to change all of this out, get the original parts on, and see if that might give me a better idea of what is happening. Alright, so now that I have the bumper off, I figure this is probably just a good time to take a look at, what exactly is going on here. For example, down here, I've got, wires with loose ends, missing. I guess this is for a bulb. Oh, I assume this would be for the corner light. Goes up here. This fender. So the fender is busted off down in here. Yeah. Not sure what this is for though. And that says positive and negative, so I do have an old loom though. I think I need to recheck. I have an old loom that came from a sedan, so I might be able to find the missing connections from that. But apart from that, it doesn't look too bad. It's just grease and dirt. coming over here, this horn, I realized the connection for this horn is broken. I don't think you can see. Yeah, right there. It's gonna take a while, I guess. It's probably one of these wires that are loose down here. But I'll get this figured out eventually. Yeah. No real rush right now. I don't even know what this is for, to be honest with you. I'm thinking I should take this bar off, but I probably won't. Okay, so this goes all the way up into here to this, which so what is this? What is this? And who ran this? Alright, so probably what I will do while I'm here is just while I'm here, I'll just tackle the wiring. It's probably the best thing to do. Alright, so I don't know, I may be very wrong here, but this is, if I'm understanding it correctly, this is for AC and something else. Something else, but I mean, if this is a common thing in 91 EFs, someone let me know, please. My 89 didn't have this because it didn't have the AC harness, so I'm not quite familiar with what this is or if it's supposed to be here. I mean, the holes are there, so I guess it is, but you know, I'm not sure. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure when the last video stopped recording because I was not paying attention to the phone. However, you know, you can kind of get an idea of what's going on here. There's the engine harness has been cut. You know, I pulled the fuse box out. I'll probably relocate it to inside the car. Let's see. So this, I may be able to push this down and get it in after I pull this off. The problem, however, is that the headlight harness is somehow tied into the AC harness, which uses this relay box, and just some bunch of stuff. So I'll probably just have to sit down and go through and try and figure out what it was that they were doing, so that I can disconnect it and get it back to factory as best as I can. But right now what I really want to do is just to try and degrease here and clean it up as much as possible. So I'm just gonna get a bag, put all of this in it, and tuck it over to right here. This side is not as bad, but I'll do the same thing here. Just get this harness up and tucked over, just to kind of wash it out, I suppose. All right, looms are all bagged up. I've got my degreaser, and just gonna spray it down as best as I can. Strong. Man, this is really strong. And it's actually starting to work already. I'm just gonna set the camera down and continue spraying all of this. Alright, so I haven't rinsed it off yet, but I mean, you guys saw how greasy over it was, so the degreaser really is working already. I'm just gonna let it soak for just a little bit longer and then start rinsing it off. Alright, so this is her all rinsed off. Some of the paint is stripped. Some section is still stripping. But I think it's much better than all the oil and grease that was in here initially. So still have to go right here again. It's really caked in there, but I'm not doing that tonight. I'm just gonna throw the bumper back on, because I mean that's what I initially wanted to do anyway. Just get an idea of what it looks like. But I mean, at least I know this is definitely, at least I know there's nothing wrong with the frame itself, because as you can see, everything lines up now. And I got this, there was still a gap here initially, and then what I did was down here, as I said, that bar that runs through there, I unbolted that, and this dropped instantly. So as I said, I know that that bar is wrong. It does say SH5 and this is an SH3 chassis, so that clears that up. I mean, there's still some gaps which can be finessed, you know. It's not all bolted together properly, so I know there is room for improvement there, but overall I am happy. It does look much better to me, at least. Progress as far as I'm concerned. See, overall it's progress as far as I'm concerned. Everything lines up much better. I released the upright for the T-bar right there, and that helped to close up that gap a bit more. I know the bumper looks bad, but I really just wanted this to confirm that there wasn't anything bent up here, because everything does line up much better now. So I just need to get a replacement bumper. I mean, I think that this is too far gone for me to consider repairing it. I mean, if it was just the crack, then sure, but it's deformed here and here, so I just need to buy a new bumper and get that put on. Should be as good as new. This, I'll probably keep this, probably not. I mean, if I'm buying the bumper, I might as well just change all of that. But yeah, looking a lot better. One last look in the engine bay, a bit cleaner than when we started, so progress.